Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. And today we will talk about why relative luck is so important. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. And before we begin, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to slowly grow your problem-solving mindset. Now, let's begin. I've broken this question of why we fail to utilize relative luck for success into three separate factors. And today we will specifically focus on the final part, or factor number 3, its root causes, and 2 tips to fix these root causes. And so factor number 3 of why we fail to fully leverage our luck is because of something called an imposter syndrome, which is very common. And the idea behind this is, say you feel that you don't have a lot to contribute, especially because you're not an expert in a given subject or matter. And that's why you tend to hold your opinion and actions to yourself instead of being exposed or the fear of being exposed as an imposter, right? And to understand this better, let's dive into the first root cause of why we struggle with imposter syndrome, which is because of the fact that we often struggle within ourselves to really understand what value we bring to the table. And sometimes we may suffer from self-doubt, not feeling that we are special and thinking we don't bring a valuable voice into the mix. But to fix this root cause, the first tip I'll share is that don't worry about what others will think. What matters is that what you will do and how that will make you an expert in the long term. But you have to start somewhere to begin with, even if it's a very small step towards your goal. So start. Now let's look at the second root cause of why we may suffer from imposter syndrome, which is because of the fact that it is very common to have a fear of being judged by others, especially for taking action they may not agree with, or if they are skeptical or even discourage you from doing something that you want to do, right? And my second tip to fix this root cause is that privacy can be a privilege, believe it or not. And if you are afraid of being looked upon in a negative light from others, then just keep it to yourself and cherish your privacy, because you don't have to socialize every little aspect of your life. And so just do things without others knowing until one day they find out what you are, especially when you are super successful, if you become super successful, and they may choose to call you an overnight success, right? So cherish your privacy until you're comfortable. And these are the pieces that make up the third factor. Now, from a 30,000 feet, this is what the big picture looks like. But before we wrap up, I have one question for you. What would you do to fix the root causes we just talked about? Think about it and leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this exercise, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel to keep rethinking about your approach about more problem-solving questions. I'll see you in the next exercise.